Good afternoon, well, it's 7 a.m. Or should I say good evening? It's coming to 5 o'clock. Watch my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. So really, guys, I'm not going to be putting out videos every day, right? I'm getting tired of making videos. I'm not getting paid for this. You guys act like I watch myself. I have to do it. I'm saying that. Yeah. Obviously. You're sweating. Yeah, it's like spring weather right now, right? Yeah. In a good, 2 weeks, winter is over in Canada, and it's like spring weather. It's not cold outside. That's why I'm sweating a little bit, right? Yeah, I've told most that's enough. Now this is my joy show with you guys. What are you gonna watch after that? I don't know. I'll find something to watch on YouTube. I'm gonna soon start The Last of Us season 2. I want to finish that, and I want to finish Game of Thrones. I want to finish Stranger Things. I'm on season 4 of Stranger Things. I want to finish up those shows, obviously. So instead of making videos, I'll just catch up on all the shows I want to watch. Catch up on all the shows, obviously. Yeah. Your book Xanus is really that good. Oh yeah, I went over a section of Volume 3 today, and I was hooked reading it. It's a fucking masterpiece, man. The reason why the gates were controlling. No, I did it, man. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Yeah. The fact that my stepfather took the computer, that's how you know the computer was working fine, and he took it anyways. Like when I went on, the computer was working fine. He took it to replace it with another one. So chances are, Ivan, he did try to erase your file, but I learned from my mistakes. I saved them on my hot mode. I'm not gonna have them do me again, right? I learned from my mistakes, obviously. My file's saved on my hot mode, saved on my phone too. Yeah. Xanus is money, man. Xanus is a brand with billions. Yeah, man. It's a brand with billions, man. Alright, how much money do you think you'll make off your book? I don't know, probably like $50 billion, something crazy. You think you'll make 100, Ivan? No, the only way I'll make 100 plus is if like 3-4 billion, if like 4-5 billion people in the world, 4 billion people in the world buy my book, I'll make that like 70 to 100 billion off the book. But I told you there's only 1.5 billion people in the world who speak English. But maybe the foreign world will buy it anyways. They'll still purchase it. I don't know. Because I have the keys to the kingdom, right? So me saying 20, 15, 25 billion is me being humble. So I have the keys to the kingdom. The whole world's connected to my mind, right? The gates know, yeah, Ivan's gonna make his tens of billions. So yeah, like 50 billion, maybe even more. I don't want Ivan making this $50 billion and living out like with VJ or at these families. Crazy people. Yeah. Ivan makes $50 billion off that book. He can start a film super in Hollywood, and he can make that movie. And I can fund the movie $3 billion. And I can give Peter Jackson like a budget for the movie. Yeah. If I make 50, I can even make Xanus for $6 billion. I can put $2 billion per volume, but the moment I put more than $1 billion, I'm just wasting money. Like $1 billion's more than enough money towards an amazing movie. I'm not gonna waste my money, right? He's like, yeah, Ivan, don't make it for $6 million. We're wasting money, Ivan. Like $3 billion, yeah, $1 billion per volume's enough for Peter and Mel Gibson to do unspeakable things that have ever been done before in the cinema, obviously. And Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson will be shocked at my story. They're gonna want to get their hands on my story. They're all like, Ivan, man, you broke the last one for Xanus. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, that's like the Bible in a fast world, Ivan. I know. Yeah, man. That's Bread Lord of the Rings. That's Bread Lord of the Rings, man. You guys read it, right? Xanus is Bread Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, why? Lord of the Rings has richer worlding. Yeah, richer worlding, richer speech, dialogue, and language yells. I get that, but the story's not as rich. It's not as good as mine. My story's better, and my book's more entertaining. As you guys read, it's a more entertaining read. My stepmother told me some one, guys, for a reason, right? Now book you wrote #1, and Hollywood would love this story. They'd be all over this story. That's what she told me, man. In those words, exact words. So now book you wrote #1. She was smiling when she said it. She was like sounding over my brand. Yeah, and Hollywood would love this, Ivan. They'd be all over this story, Ivan. She told me that. And they own Hollywood. They know all the best IPs in Hollywood. And she told me my brand's #1. That's like, no. So it's #1, right? So you guys read it, right? It's a masterpiece, man. Said Hollywood would love my story. That's what she told me. I don't want to sell in Hollywood, and I don't want those executives perhaps reading my story. They can ruin my story. There's nothing worse than me selling out and the executives touch my story, and they ruin my story, and they take all my fucking money and give me the peanuts. I don't know how those guys do it, man. Those blades belong to me. It doesn't belong to the Hollywood companies. It belongs to me. It doesn't belong to those guys. If you sell Ivan, all that money, cheddar, goes to the Hollywood companies, the gatekeepers Hollywood system, and they're going to pay you in region maybe $5 million for the movie, man. They're going to do you, man. If you sell Ivan. That's why I came with keys. What I'm so doing. I know you shook me out his eye. That's how I open the door. Don't hate him, Zen. Yeah, that's how I open the door, right? Yeah. Some Sarah. That's why BG is crazy. Yeah, because Victoria Justice knows she got duped by the gates. I did not get duped. She got duped by the gates, obviously. That's why she's crazy, obviously, because she got duped by the families, obviously. She has money, but she's only worth like $12 million. Was Ivan maybe poor, but he wrote his book, his master for Xanus, and he has the keys. That's like $50 billion for Ivan. I want Ivan to get me. I don't want a piece of that. She knows that book is a ticket to her being queen, having financial control, and her freedom. And she wants a piece of my blades. I'm like, yeah, I want a piece of that. She wants a piece of my blades on my book, obviously. And she knows with $50 billion, you can get the best clothes, the best shoes, the best purses, the best cars, build a dream like $1 billion house. Get like a $600 million jet, $200 million jet. You can get your $100 million X-71 yacht. You can travel around the world, fly privately on a jet, hire your own pilot. You can stay at the best suites and resorts, at hotels and resorts. Like, it's all pocket change if you have that kind of money, right? She knows that. Go out to clubs, bars, restaurants, and all that stuff. She wants an event. She knows with that money you're living a life. That's why she's crazy, obviously. And she wants to see Ivan. She loves me. She wants to be with me too. That's why she's crazy. Tori just doesn't see Ivan. She sees hell, right? Because you touched her. Well, I told you not to fucking touch her, right? And now she's a psycho because you touched her, man. I told you, man, don't touch my fucking wife. You touch her, she'll be a psycho. And I guarantee you, even her mother and her sister are annoyed by her crying. When she cries every day, well, it's your fault. You chose to separate me her and touch her. And now she's a psychotic woman who bangs guys after she cries. She was Ivan says she loves me. She's a psychotic woman now, Victoria Justice. She's crazy, man. Like, right after she stops crying, she immediately goes to the guy's house and fucked him after that. So when you think when you think of that, it finally hits on mind. Yeah, Victoria Justice is a psycho, man. When she cries in the middle of the house, she hears me every night, knows my sleep, and then she brushes off her tears. She takes a shower, then she drives to the guy's house and she fucks the shit out of him after that. Like, yeah, it's very, very wild. She's a psycho, man. Come on, that's why I ignore her when I sleep. I know she's crazy. Yeah. Some Sarah. Come on. Or you have his Ivan. I think I might watch maybe some Sam Shamoon. I don't know. I saw a good hour of Sam Shamoon's latest video. It's a pretty sick video. Pretty good video. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you really think Peter Jackson will tell you your movie will on the Rings? Yeah, he will, man. He guaranteed will. Yeah, Ivan. I read your book. Your story will top mine, Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I'm starting to picture all the scenes in my mind. It'll be better than my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, tell me that, Peter. So finally hit his mind with Volume 3, the huge exodus, like Prince of Egypt. They go into the cap through the cursed mountains, the Gilead Mountains, and they journey through the Gilead city where all the bats are sleeping and the civilians are all in there. And they're what? With torches, and they're scared. 5,000 civilians. And then you have the army the size of the Mordor army return the king. They march to the empty blacksmith city. And they're devils, and he was like, yeah, and he's like, there's no treasure you can flesh in Sapphies. So I'm like, yeah, he's like, man, looking at a map, man, this is Bread of the Rings. That's Bread of the Rings, Peter. You know, also, the scenes in Volume 1 and Volume 2, yeah, this will top Lord of the Rings, Ivan. The capture scene, the politics going on in Barak and Xanus. In Volume 1, when Tacius is ignorant about the wolves, him and Hastonius are ignorant about the devil wolves. But he's curious what's outside the walls. He wants to leave the walls. And you have the banquet hall scenes, the scene in the prologue. He was like, yeah, man, this will top my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, top Lord of the Rings, man. Look at Matrix, man. The dungeon scene, when Tacius owned the dungeon. Yeah, Tacius saving the Saladins from the devil wolves. Which is not even the main plot of the story. That's a subplot of the story, guys. A big subplot. It's not the main plot of the story. It's a big part of the plot, but it's not really the main plot. The main plot is when you read Volume 3. That's the main plot of the story. But I don't want to tell you what the main plot is without spoiling the story for you. That's why I'm not showing you Volume 3, because I won't spoil the story for you guys. Yeah. So Ivan, Tacius getting thrown. Tacius getting thrown in a dungeon humbled him. The experience humbled him a little bit more. As you guys read a little bit, the scene when the women are making corn for Tacius and all them, and they talk about being captured. Tacius talks about how I didn't know Saladin's could be this friendly, whatever it is. He's more humble and mature, obviously. But once he gets released from the dungeon, I won't spoil the story for you. He's a more humble man. Whereas before that, he's a cocky, arrogant prince, as you guys read in some sections. And when he gets thrown in a dungeon, that humbles him. Which is a parallel to the scene in Young Tacius when they said, throw him in a dungeon, maybe that'll teach him a lesson. And he gets thrown in a dungeon when he's older, and it humbles him. That's why my book is a masterpiece, man. And that leads to the scene when Cassius can't sleep. And Tacius says, no, Cassius, we can't just abandon these people here and have the wolves slaughter them and enslave them. No. I believe we're here to save these people in the South Maritas grasp. He was like, yeah, I mean, that's powerful. I mean, that scene alone was fucking irritating. Yeah, the scene when Cassius can't sleep, imagine playing onto the screen. He can't sleep, he goes on the balcony, and you see Tacius joins him, and he has a bad feeling that the demon wolves are coming. Like a 20,000 demonic army coming to mark the land of Sapphies, man. He was like, yeah, I mean, you have this like music, this freaky music, amazing, powerful music while they're talking and everything. Yeah, man. That's why your score is very important for your movie, Ivan. You have to have Hans Zimmer compose an amazing score. Or I might have the guy who composed Passion of the Christ to compose my score. Yeah, if I choose Mel, right? Hans Zimmer, I can just have him work on The Great Escape. The guy who did the soundtrack for Passion of the Christ, I can have him do the soundtrack for my movie. Or you can have Hans Zimmer do it. Or even Howard Shore if you want. But somebody tells me the guy who did Passion of the Christ, the soundtrack of Passion of the Christ, is best for the movie. I might have him do my soundtrack. His name is John Derby or something like that. If I choose Mel Gibson will probably recommend that guy. I recommend you get the guy who did my Passion of the Christ, Resurrection of Christ. He's good for your movie, Ivan. And you can have that guy compose your soundtrack, Ivan, for your movie, your Saints movie. John Derby, I think is his name. Yeah. Yeah, like an amazing movie. That's why me starting up Rocky League is high on. Like, I'd rather turn my books into a movie than be a Rocky player. Duh. It's greater glory. It's much cheaper too. I don't feel like spending like $35 of my money. I'll make my money back though. It's a good investment, but I don't want to spend all that money, guys, and flop as a player and I made a mistake, man. Whereas movies is less risky. I can steer the ship for a movie. Whereas for pro sports, you have to be a productive player. Otherwise, that's not good, right? The hackers will talk about you. You guys from center. It's risky pro sports. Yeah. So I think Tacitonius is sarcastic. Oh yeah, he's a sarcastic character, obviously, as you guys read. What can I get, you stubborn boys? A spanking of ale if you have some. Tacitonius! Guys, your book is sick, I know. Tactius, your arrogance, calm it down if you could. Only if Tacitonius can calm his sarcasm. Saying, yeah, your book is sick, I know. That I cannot do. My book is sick, I know. Should you mention those wolves? Imagine planning on Pew's like, yeah, man, like your book reads like a movie, Ivan. This is Lord of the Rings. Always Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings. Ivan, this is gonna be better than my Lord of the Rings. Help me to try Lord of the Rings. Ivan, I get more of that. Ivan, on that box of item. I'm like, no, Peter. We're not paying you enough. Stop being greedy, man. You greedy pig. I just mentioned that's not money. I want to bring a China that. I know you want to bring a China that, Peter. But I'm not paying you more money. Ivan, I get more of that. I'm like, no, Mel. I'm not paying you more money. Stop being greedy, man. $550 million for you, Mel's enough. You don't make this no. That's like $400 million his American money, right? That's enough money for Mel Gibson. He never has to work again after that. He most likely will retire Mel Gibson after Xanus, because it'll be like in his early 80s. So after he's done the movie, he's like, oh, Ivan, I'm done. I'm too old for this shit. I achieved my dream. I directed a movie. I made more money off this movie. I'm retiring, Ivan. He enjoys his life for the next maybe 12, 13, 14 years before he passes away, Mel Gibson, right? Whereas Peter's a bit younger than Mel Gibson. He'll be like maybe 73, 74 when he directs the movie. But Peter doesn't work out. I'm going to tell Peter, man, I recommend you... I booked a hotel for you with the gym. I recommend like every 3-4 days a week you work out, man. Go on the treadmill, do a little bit of weights, walk on the treadmill, go biking. That way you're in better shape, Peter. Because you're not as young as you used to be in Lord of the Rings, right? You have to work out. I recommend you work out, Peter. That way you're in better shape. Get him Motorola too, if I choose Peter. Mel Gibson too, I recommend he works out too, because he'll be old, man. He is 80s. Yeah, man. He'll be about 79 by the time I choose him. By the time he directs the movie, he'll be like 82, 83, Mel Gibson. So I should be king in a good maybe 6 years from now, guys. That's not long when you're taking it for granted. I'm king, I'm not making shit for you on my established channel. I keep saying that, right? I'm gonna forget about this channel. You act like I watch myself, I don't get paid for this shit. I'm not gonna have you do like that. When I'm king, I don't care about this channel. I don't get paid for it. I live my life with VJ and you're left behind. Yo, you're a fucking dick, man. You just, after what we do, you just take your money and piece the fuck out with VJ. You kill us with cons because you're now king and you're living that life and you're training and everything. We feel left out and bad. Yeah, that's the setup. I take my wife, I peace out, and you're left behind and abandoned by God. You're not saved. Yeah. Only those actors and crewmen, Lord of the Rings Hopper crewmen from my things, are saved. You guys are not saved. Obviously, and VJ is saved too. I saved her too, obviously. Because VJ sees me every day, right? But as long, even if you see VJ, you're safe too. But I won't be the main event because I'm white, right? Well, even Victoria Justice is safe because she sees me, Ivan, every day. She sees Ivan spiritually when she dreams. When she hooks up with Ivan, and she sees Ivan every day. So Victoria Justice is safe too. I saved her too. But because she's God too, if you see her too, you're also saved. I won't be the main event because I'm white. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. VJ is a part of the main event, but I'm not be the main event because I'm white. VJ is a part of the main event because she's got too. As long as you see both of us, you're saved. But mainly me, though, because I'm white, right? Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. I see, right? Yeah. Seeing Ivan, right? Yeah. 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 So when you think about it, yeah, like once the world reads my book and you finish watching the video, finally hit your mind, yeah, like this is a masterpiece. This is such an amazing story. Nothing can talk. Yeah, nothing can beat that story. You can't beat the story. It's unbeatable. That's how good it is, man. There's a reason why I think the Gates won't control your brand Ivan, man. You know, the book you wrote is an amazing book, man. It's an amazing story. Because I wrote it, I have the keys. It's worth billions, man. I'm gonna make like, I don't know, like 50 billion off the book, something crazy. They don't want to make it that money, live that life with VJ. They know if $50 million, I can start a film studio in Hollywood. That's what all the Hollywood actors and agents are going to call them for Xanus, right? I'm going to call my office or agents and managers. They want to be my movie so bad, it's crazy. And yeah, I mean, your story is not cliche. No, it's not. It's not. It's a little bit cliche in the plot, but like me, I reverse the cliche. Like most fantasy books, it's you have this farmer boy who meets a princess, and then that farmer boy becomes a prince or becomes king. So that my story is the opposite. I reversed it. You have the prince from the heavy northern kingdom who comes down to the south, which is a different kingdom. It's cursed, Eretat's kingdom, and he takes on a fake identity as a farmer instead, and he hides his identity. No one knows that he's a prince of Xanus. Obviously. Yeah. And he gets arrested, and he gets thrown in a dungeon because you know what I'm saying, and they believe him to be an imposter. The people in that kingdom don't believe that this random man who claims to be a certain farmer is actually the prince of Xanus. No one in the south believes it, except for Lithia, who has the faith. That's where you get some biblicism in the Bible. Sounds like, and I caught that. Yeah, get some biblicism. Only Lithia believes what Taki's saying is true. The others don't believe it, as you guys read about. They don't believe it. I cannot believe it. That's crazy speech. You always get that reaction, right? Yeah, like flowers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Roses and tulips. Obviously. That's pretty cool how you use it. I use that as a swearing expression where, yeah, roses and tulips, flowers. The Southerners say that, right? Yeah, in my book. I'm not, yeah, the book's sick, man. You're a gifted storyteller. Yes, I am. My book's sick. It's a masterpiece. And wow, you don't look like the kind of guy who can write about that. I know, guys. I'm not lying to you, man. What I showed you, I wrote it, man. I wrote it. He's like, yeah, even, man, for what you showed me, that's fucking entertaining shit. Yes, it is. Xanus is a book you'll be turning a page for hours and you can't put it down. Start at like 2 in the afternoon, 11 and 12 at noon. You ended the book around like midnight, 1 o'clock at night, man. You'll finally hear my holy shit, man. I read the whole thing. Well, it's done. It's like 12 o'clock at night. You read the whole thing, and because you were hooked for hours turning the page, you couldn't put it down, man. I think it's a masterpiece, man. It's a book worth billions. It's a masterpiece, man. This. Yo, Ivan, you reversed the cliche. Yes, I did. I did that purposely because I know I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do the thing where you have a farmer become a prince. It's too cliche, and there's so many fantasy stories like that. But let's reverse it. You have the prince from the heavenly kingdom because I want to have some Jesus symbolism. The prince from the holy heavenly kingdom, he comes down to the south, which is cursed. It's the animal kingdom, Eretat's kingdom, and he takes on a fake identity, and he claims to be a farmer. And when he claims to be that prince from the holy heavenly kingdom, no one in the south believes it, obviously, because it's very rare for a northern to come down to the south. They see Taki as an imposter and a thief and a blasphemer, obviously, a blasphemer imposter. That's why they seize him. They throw him in a dungeon, and they also seize Papari and Sirius too. But the main drama is with Taki's, obviously. Yeah, as you guys read snippets of my book, obviously, you didn't read the whole thing, but I show you snippets of what happens in Taki's Colonius. That chapter is all drama, right? Yeah. That's what they always say, that cannot be, that cannot be. The Saladins always say that. Yeah, even in the hostile crowd, they said that cannot be. Saladins can't believe it. Obviously. But Taki's like, no, I am who I say. I am the Prince of Xanus. Like, we don't believe this, man. And they throw him in, they don't believe it. Obviously. Except for Lithia. Lithia has the faith, obviously. In Volume 3, you'll see what I mean. Tacitus tells Lithia, you have great faith. When you read Volume 3 in the caverns, I won't spoil so for you. When they're camping and everything, I won't spoil so for you. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go upstairs and get some coffee back and say, who guys are my Xanus show? Oh, hey, guys. I'm saying, who guys on the show? Alright guys, back. Sorry for long wait. I was just making my coffee. Coffee tastes like shit though. It's old coffee from the morning. But they get very upset when I make a new coffee because I'm wasting coffee. So I have to drink old coffee, which tastes like shit, obviously, right? This coffee's not that bad, right? It's not bad. That's what Peter will tell me, Ivan, man, like, that like, the scene in Safi's when Taki's on a dungeon, that's already, like, entertaining shit, Ivan. Now, we added stuff to make it more interesting, like, Taki gets put on trial, like, Jesus in Eli's quarters, and they arrest him. He's like, yeah, they don't believe he's the Prince of Xanus from the Northern Heavenly Kingdom. I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. No one in the South believes this man. And I was saying, holy shit, Ivan. This is the bread of my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's bread of the Rings, man. It's better than what? The Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Better than Lord of the Rings. My story. Emma. It's a masterpiece. The Northerners don't like the Southerns. No, they don't like each other. You'll see what I mean when you Volume 3. There's a huge dispute when they arrive to the walls. I won't spoil stuff for you, right? You'll see that when you read Volume 3. The Northerners don't like the Southerns, man. There's a huge dispute in Volume 3. I won't spoil stuff for you. They don't like the Southerns and Northerners. The Southerns don't like the Northerners either, but the Northerns, they look down on the Southerns. They don't like the Southerns, obviously. They're seen as like people of higher class. So in the movie, the Northerns wear like better clothing than the Southerns. You have to tell John Ali that way. Yeah, the Northerns are higher class. I want like nicer clothing, and the Southerns, their clothes are not as nice. Obviously, because they're of higher class. I'm like, yeah, Peter, relax, man, calm down, you nerd. Peter's a nerd. This is better than the Rings. Always better than the Rings. Yeah. Here's Ivan. How the heck did you come up with this story, man? This is a masterpiece, Ivan. This is better than Jared Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know it's better than Jared Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Ivan, seriously, man, I read your book, man. Your book is better than Lord of the Rings. I know it's better than Lord of the Rings. Ivan, like, this story will top my Lord of the Rings, man. This is a deeper, more powerful story, Ivan. This is like bringing the Bible to life in a fantasy world. Even though it's not a Bible story, it's like bringing the Bible to life in a fantasy world. It's a masterpiece, my brother's saying this. You know, if you have all the demonic animal characters living in the South, Ivan, and the South is cursed, it's a different kingdom. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit, looking at masterpiece, I know. Yeah, as I guarantee you, Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson were shocked when they read Simmons in my book. Yeah, man, like what you showed us, man, that's entertaining shit, Ivan. Yeah, guys, it's better than Lord of the Rings. I'm not lying, guys. It's better than Lord of the Rings. It's a masterpiece, my book, man. Yeah, man. It's better than Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, man. It's a masterpiece. Yeah, that's why we just proud of me, obviously. Because of me, you're living this life. You're welcome, sweetie. I saved your fucking ass. Yeah, man. That's why she will appreciate me a lot. It's because of me, she's queen and she's a multi-billionaire man. I made, I don't know, my $50 billion off the book, something crazy. You made $50 billion off your book, Ivan, with a P? 50 with a P, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit. That's a lot of money, Ivan. Yeah, that's a lot of money. We can live the life of that money. We can start that film studio. I can do my music, Ivan. Yeah, we can do the music video on the side. We can start a film studio kind of thing better than Hollywood. We can make the movie better than, like, Lord of the Rings, right? An amazing movie. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to sign that mega deal with Amazon, you Ivan. I mean, featured manager, yeah, she's crazy, yeah. That's why she cries. She's a crazy woman. Yeah, I want to sign that mega deal with Amazon Live, and I want to be featured in magazine for the movie. She's crazy, that woman. Yeah. 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 So your book is that good? Yeah, my book is so good that all the book nerds on like fantasy Reddit, romance Reddit, Lord of the Rings Reddit, all those fantasy fans who love reading books, who love J.R.R. Tolkien, George R. Martin, Tad Williams, Brandon Sanderson, when they read my book, every fantasy book that comes out will be a letdown, obviously, because these guys don't have that having gift like me. Their books are more normal and regular when you read it. The characters don't jump on the pages the way they jump on my book. Ryan, how the fuck do you do that? Like, both of you guys are writing dialogue. When I read your book, for somehow it's more entertaining, and the characters come out alive more on the page. How do you do it, Ivan? And the only answer I can give you is my father doing the magic. It's my father, who's God, who's doing the magic when I write. That's the only answer I can give you, right? It's a gift, obviously. Yeah, but Ivan, like, these other authors write dialogue to you guys. I don't know how I do it, man. It's just a gift that I have, man. My father gave me the gift. I don't give it. Yeah. I know how you feel, guys. I've read other books, and I read my book. I get a different feeling. I read these other books. Yeah, they're amazing, but it's more regular and normal. The characters only jump out that much. They all kind of sound dull. I read my book. The characters just come alive more on the page. It reads more like a movie, and the story's so entertaining. The plot blows your mind away. The scenes blow your mind away. It's more entertaining than these other books that I read. That's why it will be a letdown once the book nerds around the world read my book. Every fantasy book that comes out is a letdown. And all the agents, the book agents, are going to tell all the authors to study the heck out. Yeah, you got to study the heck out of Ivan's writing. There's something unique about his writing. He wrote the greatest story ever told, fantasy book ever. Study his writing, like it even makes a difference. And they study it and they write, but I mean, they don't have the heavenly gift. You don't have the guys missing. Yeah, they don't have the heavenly gift. Yeah. But all the book agents are going to tell the authors in the fantasy genre, even the other genres, to study my writing. There's something unique about Ivan's book. It's special. It's a special book saying this. It's a brand book billion. That's why the gate's going to control it, because they know I wrote a masterpiece. Well, Ivan did it, man. His father gave him the fucking keys. All he has to do was just own a brand. But we thought we could dupe him by dumbing down his brain and wiping his memory of the game, the Protectors of One game, and him being God, him having the keys. And we knocked him out of the rock, his head with a hammer, and we dumbed down his brain, but the gift never went away. No, my father protected me, the gift never went away. I was able to write my master. That's why they hacked my laptop, man. So they can delete my file. And I guarantee you, Ivan, they took away the computer to try to erase your file. I never made that mistake again. I saved it on my Hotmail, man. I'm not stupid. Yeah, just in case some bullshit happens in that computer, I'm going to save it everything. Every time I write stuff, I save it on my Hotmail immediately. That way, just in case. Yeah. My stepfather texted me the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm replacing the computer. They're going to wipe out everything, Ivan. I'm like, no, I don't need to save anything. Yeah. That's why I was smart. I saved my file on my Hotmail because I knew perhaps some more bullshit can happen. That's why I saved it on my file, my Hotmail. Because I know the families don't want me being king. They don't want me being king of Egypt. See, that's why my father protected me. I never want to retype that again, man. That's dirty ass work, man. Yeah. I never want to retype it ever again. That's why I saved it on my Hotmail, just in case, right? So when my stepfather brings in the new computer, I can just go on my Hotmail and save my file on the new computer desktop, and my file's saved. Yeah, I always keep the file saved on my Hotmail just in case, right? At my phone too, saved on my phone too. Yeah. Yeah. Those other guys. Will you make another video after this, Ivan? No. I'm gonna enjoy the show with you guys with my beer. And I'm gonna watch some YouTube, something on YouTube, I don't know. The Chosen I finished yesterday. I might maybe binge The Last of Us season 2, maybe watch 2-3 episodes of that. It only has like 7 episodes, I think. I can binge it, finish it by tomorrow, Last of Us season 2. I want to finish Game of Thrones and Stranger Things too, obviously. Yeah. 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 John K. Robin, all right, man, you got some balls, man. You think your Xanus story was better than Dune 2, The Dark Knight, the Avengers movies? You know what I'm saying? Those are masterpieces. Like the Star Wars originals, no, guys, it's better than all those stories. You'll see when you read my book. I almost spoiled for you, right? Looking at a better story than all those stories. It's too good, it's too deep, it's too powerful. You can't get any deeper than that. You can't get any more powerful than that. It's a powerful story. It's biblical level deep. You'll see that when you read on the I won't spoil for you, right? You have to purchase my book and find out when you read it. I won't spoil for you. God, man, it pisses us off when you do that, man. Like, you show us scenes and we're hooked one and more. Yeah, guys, you're purchasing my book. I don't want to spoil for you guys. You'll find out what happens in the rest of the story when you purchase my book. I won't spoil. I already spoiled like 40% of volume 1 and 2 for you guys. I'm not going to show you anymore. Volume 3, you guys don't know shit, though. I only showed you the beginning of volume 3. You'll find out what happens when you read my book. Especially volume 3. Your mind will be blown away, man. By the Ephesus scene, man. Yeah, it'll blow your mind away. Yeah. Ivan, is the Ephesus scene a big part of the plot? Yes, it is. Huge part of the plot. That's all I'm going to say. And it's cinema on the page, or your mind will be blown away when you read it. It's a masterpiece in this, man. This is money. Masterpiece, man. Say this. It'll blow your mind, though, you guys. I'm not lying. What about all the directors and screenwriters in Hollywood are shocked? Holy shit, man. Ivan's a fucking gifted storyteller. We didn't know he was this good. Yeah, amazing storyteller. Yeah. Such amazing stories, Xanus. It's a masterpiece, man. That's why the gates will control it, Ivan. They know you did it. But you wrote that book, that brand's yours. It's not theirs. They may think it's theirs because they're crazy people, but it's not their money. It's my money. They know it's my money. They're just greedy psychopaths, obviously. Yeah, we know that money's Ivan's, but we don't want him being that rich and controlling his own fucking money in my house. He's too fucking powerful, that guy. Yeah, I'm very powerful. I have the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Alright, does Xanus blow Lord of the Rings and Star Wars originals out of the water? No. It's close, but Xanus is the better IP, the better franchise, the better story in those IPs. Yeah. As even Nia 2 Star Wars Theory and Nerd of the Rings, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars nerds, obviously, those guys are going to be bigger Xanus fans than even are Star Wars Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I love George Lucas Star Wars, I love J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, but I'm a much bigger Xanus fan. Xanus is a better story than all those stories. It's better than Star Wars originals, and it's better than even Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. You guys will sue that movie, like, I won't spoil story for you. And what I showed you guys impressed? Yeah, we're impressed. Yeah, man, the whole book is like that, guys. It's constant entertainment from the beginning to the end. You're just hooked for hours turning the page. It's crazy, man. You just turn the page for hours, hooked, man. The book arrives in your mail around 12. You finish the book at 11 at midnight at night, man. You just binge like 11 hours of reading. You're like, oh my god, it's already done? Yeah, you were hooked for hours, turning the page. And time flew by. Yeah, man. Ivan, you're what? You're exaggerating. No, guys, I'm not exaggerating. Like, Xanus is the kind of book you can binge for hours. You can't put it down because I know how to control your mind and keep you hooked. It's a masterpiece. I read my book many times. When I read my book, I'm in the zone hooked and I can't put it down. Like when I went over volume 3, I went over like about like, I don't know, 100, like, I don't know, 70 pages, 60 pages. It took me like 2 months to go over it, but it went by so fast when I was reading because I was hooked. While I was going over it, I was hooked reading it, man. Like, it's a masterpiece, my book, man. You just turn the page for hours, hooked, man. It's crazy. It's a masterpiece, Xanus. Yeah, man. That's how I told you that's what we shot. Ivan, you wrote that? I'm like, yeah, I wrote that. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a masterpiece. I know. You wrote that book? I'm like, yeah, holy shit, Ivan, that's the greatest novel I've ever read in my life. I know, it's better than Harry Potter, Ivan, yeah. I think Vijay's a Harry Potter fan, because I saw her social media, she posted a picture of The Cursed Child, the latest Harry Potter book by J.K. Rowling, and she was holding the book in her hand. Yeah, so Vijay's obviously a Harry Potter fan, I'm assuming, right? Well, my book is better than Harry Potter. It's better than Harry Potter, right? I mean, better than Harry Potter. Alright, are you saying Xanus blows Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones out of the water? No, I'm not saying that. It's close. Those are amazing books too, but my book is the better read, man. As you guys read it, right? It's more entertaining, it's better read. Yeah. As far as Xanus will be the greatest fan I've ever written when you guys read it, and it'll be the greatest winters with me when I adapt the story. But cross my fingers, this does not get delayed, obviously, right? Anyways, this is where you guys will show. It's Iron Man. I'm saying, peace. I'm going to call this video Ivan's Special Xanus Book. It's Iron Man. I'm saying, peace. Peace out, guys. Don't hate him, son.